We are starting a kind of like not a spend a day with me, but a spend a day with me, if you know what I mean. Like, you can't spend the full day with me because my first job, I can't bring you in there. But the rest of my crazy day, I can record that, and I'm gonna do my best to record it. I started recording this on my phone because I cannot get my darn camera to sit in like the windshield. I'm gonna have to remove the whole car plug thing. I mean, the phone thingamajig that I have up here that's holding it up there, I'm gonna have to remove it so that I can, like, maybe move it to the side so that I can put the camera on the other side, or just remove the whole thing and get something that I can just put my camera on and then get something different for my phone. But whatever, that's not even the point. We're gonna do a spin a day with me. I have a busy day planned. Right now I am sitting in the parking lot at work. I got about a few minutes before I have to be inside, but I'm gonna go inside in a few minutes, and then after that I have a some stuff I have to plan for my business. So I'm gonna do a plan the week, so we're gonna do that today, and I think I have 2 sets of nails I have to make, so we're gonna do that tonight. Planning dinner, all that, like all the mom stuff packed into all of the entrepreneur stuff plus the career side, like everything jam-packed into one day. I'm gonna try to record everything. I'm gonna do my best. I'm going to do my best. Hopefully this coffee kick in soon because your girl is tired. I also outside of the nails I have to do for other people, I have to do my own nails, prepare for some winter nails. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to do short or long. Christmas is in 3 weeks, so we're gonna plan that out and just do some regular stuff. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay, so we are in the ending part of my day. First job was a mess, but I'm off, and now I'm on to job number 2. I don't know if I think I had said previously in one of the videos that I did that I had started my own business doing press-ons. So that is what we are doing. And while we are doing that, we are going to rant. We are going to rant about friendships. Friendships and expectations of friendships. I can't multitask. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. I was trying to count sizes, and the words and the numbers mixed together, it was not working. The words and numbers was not working. But anyway, we're going to talk friendships. I feel like this topic has been coming up way too frequently lately. Way too frequently. Where either people are just realizing that people that they presume to be their friends are no longer their friends, or people are perceiving the actions of others as, you know, friendship actions, or they're calling them their friends based off of what they are doing. I don't get that. Like, I get we all need someone to talk to. I get that. I get we all, you know, you thrive off of having someone in your corner, someone you can rely on, this, that, and the third. But I do not understand. I struggle with processing calling someone a friend just because we associate ourselves with them. Like, you see too frequently that people around you are just like envious of a lot of things that might not be necessarily your situation based off of what you have, but just something in general. And then you notice that their actions do not necessarily match up with their words. I feel like you need to kind of pay attention to the behaviors of others consistently. How they respond when you have good news. How they respond when you have bad news. How they respond when you ask for help. How they respond when you figure out some shit on your own. I feel like we need to really pay attention to that. And I don't feel like we do that enough. Like, we don't. Like, I see people too frequently, oh, my friend this, my friend that. And then you looking at the situation and you looking at how that person is responding to them, or specifically how they respond to them when they have really, really good news, or when they have, you know, bad news, like they're struggling. I really pay attention to those situations, because that's when you can really tell when someone is in your corner. And the whole switching up thing, like, I need you to be consistent across the board. Whether it's you always putting me in my place, or, you know, you always accepting my bullshit, whatever it is, just be consistent across the board. I can't do the switch up thing. And I feel like that's something that a lot of us, we need to pay attention to. Like I was saying, granted, we always want, most of us, you know, it feels good to have someone in your corner, good to have someone that you can call, you know, your person. But not everybody is a friend, bro. Not everybody is a friend. Not everyone is there in your space for the good purpose. Some people they're there for a reason, and it takes you to be able to understand what that reason is. And I feel like that is something a lot of us struggle with. We struggle with identifying what that reason is. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a mess. This is going to be a hot mess. I don't know if I ever said, but I cannot multitask. Multitasking is not for me. Not where I have to physically do two different things. But anyway, yeah, just getting back to paying attention to people in your freaking circle. Like, and the sad part is, it's a lot of times where people don't even realize, they don't realize that the people in their circle are not necessarily the people that are meant to be in their circle. Like, it is okay to communicate, socialize, or whatever with people without telling them your business, without telling them, you know, all the little things that are going on with you, but still being able to socialize with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference. There's people that you socialize with and you actually interact, you engage, you vibe, you discuss, you know, your downfalls, their downfalls, like it's reciprocated. And then there's people that you just chill with to have a good time. Like, it's a balance, but it's a difference. You don't do that with everybody. And it's okay to not have the people, so many of the people that, you know, you communicate with, to tell, you know, to just discuss your issues, your concerns. Let that be one person. I feel like everybody, even everybody in your circle, they don't all need to know everything that's going on with you. Like, they don't. Because it's going to be somebody in that circle who is there for an alternative reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to really pay attention to that. Have to pay attention to it. I see it way too much. I just find that as an issue, an ongoing issue in general. Like, getting so close to someone, thinking that they have your best of interest, and they don't. Like, a lot of people, they just not genuine. Oh, we're not even gonna rant on that. We're just gonna get off of that. We're gonna get off of that and talk about some positive. Coming into a new year, we have what, 3 weeks? I believe it's like 3 weeks left in this month, and then we are into 2023. 2023. I feel like this year has went by so fast, or it was just so much going on that I don't even remember all of what was going on in the first place. I hope many of you have had like a positive year, have had some success towards, you know, some goals that you may have had this year. You've moved forward this year. Granted, many of us, including myself, have had, you know, bad things happen, negative things happen, you know, things that could potentially cause or be a downfall in your given situation. But we bounce back, right? We always bounce back. We're always going to find a reason to bounce back. We're never going to stay in one situation for too long. Like, we can't. We cannot put ourselves in a situation where we just don't do anything to get ourselves out of that situation. Like, we really need to focus on building ourselves, boosting ourselves, doing better across the board, not staying idle for too long. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I can't stay in one position in life. Like, I have to always elevate. I have to always do something to better myself, to better my situation. Like, that's just me. Like, I have to. Being in one situation for too long, you get bored. And I do not like being bored. Typically when you're bored, that's when you know, stuff happens. That's when you do dumb shit or you make careless decisions. Like, you have to stay busy, stay active, always have a plan, always have something that you're reaching towards. And then I always say, once you get to what you were reaching towards, now you have to plan again to bypass that. Like, don't settle. Don't get to the point where, you know, you're comfortable. We don't want to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get to the point where you're comfortable and you're satisfied with being where you are. No. Like, we have to continue to elevate, continue to do better, continue to achieve and strive harder. Like, I feel like that's a goal that everyone, regardless of what your situation is, you can have it. Like, whatever your situation is, like, don't complain. Like, that's one thing that like really gets me. Don't complain about your situation if you're not doing anything to elevate. You're not doing anything to push yourself forward. Like, don't complain about it. Have a plan. Have something to do. And I don't want to hear, oh, you don't know people's situation. Some people can't know. Regardless of what your situation is, you can do something to do better. You can do something to improve your situation. It might not be, you know, the highest of things to get you to where you're completely financially stable and this, that, and the third. But no, you can do something currently. You can currently physically do something to get yourself to a better position in life, regardless of where you are. It's called baby steps. You take baby steps. You take small steps to get to the bigger step. You know what I'm saying? You break shit down. I feel like that is very important. Like, we have to have goals and dreams. We have to be able to put ourselves in a situation where it's like, all right, I'm here and this is my current situation, but I want to be here. So what do I have to do to get there? Like, what do I have to do to get from A to B? Not get from A to elemental P, but but get from A to B. What do I have to do? It's called planning, y'all. Planning. I'm gonna try to, I don't know if I'm gonna snip it in to this video or if I'm gonna do a separate video on just planning, because I don't want to compile too much into one, because y'all know how I do the content. Like, I be off. I be so off. But I want to be able to compile my whole week. I haven't done my planning for January yet. I've done a little bit of planning as far as what I wanted to achieve in December. But I have to really plan that out so that I'm on track, because it's so easy to get off track. It is so easy to get off track, and I don't want to get off track. So I want to be able to plan out what my next steps is. All right, so now I'm looking for some base colors, because I think I know what I want to do on the bottom. I'm about to try to do this one design that I really had in my head, and now I'm about to try and execute. This is cute. Try to execute it. And we're gonna see. Oh, this is pretty too. I might do a whole set this color. Hold on, put that to the side. Yeah, so planning. Like, y'all can even leave some feedback below. Like, how do you plan? Like, how do you map out what you're going to do next? Like, how do you plan to either, whether it's to excel to the next step or just not to stay where you are for too long, just not to put yourself in a situation where you're not growing, you're not improving? Like, how do you guys plan that? Let me know. Okay, so I found my colors. So now I'm just like getting into, all right, I rant, I rave on being able to identify who is a friend and who's not. Okay, you identify it, now what? Like, what do you do next? Like, how do you make the decision to say, okay, this person can be considered a friend versus maybe this person shouldn't? I discussed the maybe this person shouldn't, but now where do we go with maybe this person should? What I do, I can't speak for everybody. I can't. But what I do is I look at patterns. Yes, I said I look at patterns of how you respond based off of the information, that I give you. Like whether I say I have good news, or I'm just happy and overall happy, or I'm overall, upset, frustrated with whatever the situation is, right? We look at the whole situation. And then I go by how you respond to me with that. Now the first time, that's a one-time occurrence. Next time, okay, that's a two-time occurrence. Third time, if that shit is consistent, then we either got to talk about this, or I'm gonna back away. Like that's gonna be me. We either gonna talk about it, or I'm gonna back away, and I'm going to limit what I share with you, because now I'm identifying that you are not genuine. You are not a genuine person. And I have very few people that I consider genuine, because I do that. I do look at patterns. And the first time you switch up on me, I'm sorry, I don't necessarily do the 2-3 time with the switching up on me. The first time you switch up on me, I'm going to back away. I'm going to limit my interactions and my responses with you, because I'm not going to continue to put myself in a situation where you've already shitted on me once, or you switched up on me once, or you went back on something you said once. But I'm going to keep putting myself in the situation to keep dealing with that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not. And I get why some people do. I get it, but I'm not doing it. Like, friendships and relationships, yes, they should be held consistently, but they're not. They're not. Friendships is just different. That's me choosing to call you my friend, to be able to just vibe with you. I can't do that. Like, I feel like I'm not a child. I'm to the point, where I'm a grown-ass woman, and I need to put myself in situations where I'm surrounding myself with people who are going to not only, that I can grow from, but that I can learn from. Like, I need friendships where I can learn from something. You know what I'm saying? It's not, I'm not talking about, financial situations, stuff like that, but I have friends who are just, they have like a lot of street knowledge. They have a lot of motherly knowledge. They have a lot of, what is the word, my language, when I said multitasking, Lord, they have a lot of just genuine knowledge that, I can learn from. And those are the kind of people that I want in my corner. Like, those are the kind of people that I want to surround myself with, that I want to spend my time with, that I want to consistently interact with. I don't want someone in my corner that, always complaining, always got an issue, it's always this, like, there's always a reason this, but this, that, and they're not progressing. They're not trying to do better. I do not like that. I can't. And I'm the type of person, if I consider you to be a friend or associate, whatever the situation is, I'm going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to point that shit out. I'm going to point it out. Because that would be sideways of me to recognize it, to see it, but not, point it out to you so that you can do better. Point it out to you so that you can make better choices. I feel like that is what a friend is. Like, that is what a friend would do. Like, call you out on your shit, but then help you, guide you towards what to do to fix the situation. Whether you fix it or not, that's on you. But a true friend will guide you to make good decisions. It's just how I feel. And I have, maybe there's a good 3, 1, 2, maybe 3. There's about a good 3 people that I would consider to be a genuine friend, that will, call me out on my mess, or accept my bullshit for, accept me for who I am, but then call me out on my mess when I am just doing dumb stuff, or I'm making decisions based off of emotions, because I do that. I have a bad habit of doing that. So I need my friend to be able to recognize that mess and then call me out on it. Don't recognize it, see me do it, and watch me continuously do dumb stuff. Like, listen, the stuff that I be seeing, it's a mess. Like, it's a mess. I see people accepting stuff in friendships that, boo-boo, you do not have to. It is not that serious. It's really not. I would rather have no friends and just handle my own mess than have people in my corner that I consider a friend, and they watch me continuously do stupid stuff, make dumb decisions, and not better myself, and not, further my situation, and they don't say anything. You know what I'm saying? They don't say anything. I'm not asking you to help me with anything. I'm asking you to call me out on my shit. because there's going to be times where you do stuff and you don't realize it. Like, you don't realize what you're doing, so you need someone to be able to call you out on it. But yeah, that's my rant. My rant on raggedy friendships. I'm going to post a clip at the end of this of how these turn out. I'm actually probably going to insert it here so that it doesn't run away too further. I'm going to insert it there, post that in there, and then I'm going to do a separate video for planning. I'm going to actually plan that out nicely so that it's actually a full day. Not a full day, but it's actually put together, and I'm not last second just doing things. So yeah, until next time.
What I miss, won't you listen? Brown sugar, babe. I guess high off your love, I don't know how to be.